evening, guys. As you can see, I'm not on the bank, although I'm going to be kind of in a little bit. So tonight I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to do a review on a game that I play called Carp Fishing Simulator. It's a great game. It's on my iPad, and it's good to use it for times when you can't get on the bank. So obviously there's a lot of time I've not been fishing, and I've played it quite a lot. So I'm going to take you through the basics today and just show you what it's all about. So this is your first screen, this is your home screen, and on the left hand side you've got all them choices. You can just go fishing. Profile settings, you can go into them as you get on with the game. Your tackle shop is where you buy all your bits. Your bait shop is where you can make your own baits. You get download another app, which I can't remember the minute, and you can pick your colours, your flavours, your makeup, and you can actually make your own bait. And then about and exit. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go fishing. I'm going to take you to the venue that you'd normally first start on, and let's get into it. So I'm going to press go fishing, I'm going to press single player, and the lake you would normally start on is the Haven. It's a basic mixed fishery. I'm actually going to change the hour because we want it to be daytime, so I'm going to change to 8 o'clock, which there'll be a warning up now saying you can't earn points if you're not playing real time. But we want it to be daylight for float fishing. Fish here. So there you go, fishing real time mode. So this is your equipment selection. Now when you start off you only have one rod. You can have a bite alarm. You don't have a bivvy or a bait boat, but you do have a mat, because that's compulsory, obviously. You can buy cradles. As you can see there, I've got a couple of bait boats that I use. I've got a bivvy. Funny, I know, extra bite lines. I've now got 3 rods. So we're going to start off with 1 rod and float rod, and we'll click done, and it'll take us to the lake. So left thumb on the screen gives you your movement. Right thumb on the screen is where you're looking. So first off, we'll go and have a look at the board. And this is all the records. So these are actually other people that play it. I think it's great. I have had a record on one for a little bit. I had the record pike on the Grand Canal. That was fun. So let's turn around. This is the lake. It's like your basic caravan park with a lake in the middle. As you can see, you've got other people fishing here. It doesn't actually show their rods.
Alright there.
They'll say hello to you. They'll also tell me off for
Watch my rods, mate.
Watch my rods, mate. So let's go down, and this is, as the fish are splashing about, this is my favourite peg on this particular water, purely because of fishing by the tree there. So we'll click fish here, and it'll bring you up to your choice. So float depth, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's about 3 foot. So I'm going to make that 3 foot. Move that little scale. I'm going to put it on a black float, and the bait we're going to kick off with sweet corn, because why wouldn't you? Select, and then you've got your loose feed. Again, you get all these choices, and you can actually go on to maggots and other things as well. So we're going to stick to sweet corn. We're going to ignore that noise. I think it's someone's car alarm trying to go off outside. So sweet corn, select, done. And then you've got your 2 buttons at the top of the screen. On the left hand side, that gives you your toolbox. You can take a picture. That's your torch and binoculars. And then this side is your choice of rod. So you've got your choice of rod. The hand is for throwing in bait. Then you've got a spom, marker float, never use, and your bait boat. So we'll start off by throwing a little bait in. So you press and hold, and the longer you hold, you see the scale go, it's how far you go. So we're looking at about 30%, 56%, too far. The only downside is you have to reopen it every time. There we go. It's almost just getting that little bit of a touch. So I've got some bait in. We're now going to pick the rod up. So you get all these choices. You can strike, cast, the bottom means you land in there. The reel is to reel in. Your bail arm, line clip, so you can cast and then put in a line clip, which is quite handy. And the scale here with the 5, that's your drag up and down. So what we're going to do, we're going to give it a little cast, which isn't bad. And there's the float. Now you can actually put it on the rest, but I quite like carrying and holding the rod. I press this open, or you don't actually need it open. And then if the float goes under, we strike and we're into a fish. And off it goes. So you use the right, for your rod. Bring it in. I have played fish on other lakes that's taken me an hour to land. So it is quite good. I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate, but you do get that buzz. Right, here we go, little fish there. So when it comes around again, I'm going to put the net out. Keep missing the net. There we go. And that's my little fish. I look happy about that. You can change that to a smile. You can get rid of, well, you can turn the light on, and then you can take a picture. Takes a picture, release your fish. Simple as that. I think it's great. So we're going to leave that one there now, because we're going to go on to a proper carp fishing venue, which I like. So we press pause, leave venue, select yes. It'll tell you what you've caught for the session. Now obviously, if you're playing true daytime, true time that it is, you get points for that. And the more points you get, the more you can buy. So we'll close that. Back to your home page. Go fishing again, single player. Now, we're going to go to Blue Mire Pool. We're going to again make it a different time just so you can see what's going on. Fish here. And we come to the same page. So obviously, we're not on a float rod. I'm only going to put 2 rods in. I'm going to use the Dell Sim Vital Arms. I'm not going to set my baby up. It won't be there long enough. I'm going to use the Micro Dog bait boat. And done. So quite often the weather will be as it is, because obviously I've got weather apps and stuff on here. It knows what the weather is. So it is actually raining. Brilliant. Really love it. Absolutely love it. So there's your list of fish. I'm not there anymore. I was on here for, I can't remember what I was on here for. Now the common carp, £49. I think that's Clarissa. I've actually caught Clarissa 6 times. So again, this is the lake. You can see people fishing with the bivvies set up. Now, I'm trying to remember, because you can select a peg. And I think 14 is my favourite peg. Let's have a look around. Yeah, that looks about right. So we'll go fish here. And this is where we can now pick rigs and bait. So I tend to stick to what I use in real life. I like a D combi, although I tend to use a restrict back braid rather than doing the old bright knot with fluorocarbon and stuff. So the slip D combi. I always use barbed. I think they're safer for the fish, and it's a game. Size 8. Actually, we're going to do a size 6 because this is going to be the bigger bait. So you select that, go to your bait, and then these are all your baits. Now, ironically, well, not ironically, because I do prefer these baits, I use city baits. We know what that is. And Nutcracker is my favourite bait, as it is in real life. And you can set your bait size, so I'm going to go medium. Don't need loose feed. Go to rod rod 2. Now rod 2 I normally put a spinner on. That's only because there isn't a stiff hinge rig, which is what I would have on. Barbs again, size 10, smaller baits. Small bait, bait you're picking. Now unfortunately you don't have the city baits pop-ups, so I do tend to go up and just use a Carp rig. So like that. Bait boat is the bait you're dropping from the bait boat. I don't think you can actually pick pellet, I've not seen pellet. So what would I normally drop? Sweet corn is a good bait to drop. Sometimes tiger nut, we'll stick with sweet corn, select, and that's done. I'm not going to pick loose feed because we wouldn't use loose feed. So I'm going to put the bait boat in the water. I'm going to then press that button again and we're going to attach rod 1. And you can see there I've got out marks that I normally fish to. So we'll take the bait boat out. Right hand side is your sonar. So if we take it, so these bits here, these have been asked of the designers what these are, and these are just structure. So it might be weed, it might be fish. If it doesn't move like that, it tends to be weed. If you find that when you hover over them, they move, it's fish. But obviously you fish to weed, it's a good place you're going to find fish, aren't you? So I'm nearly at my coordinates. You can see there's the hole. Get to there, that's pretty normally where I fish. We drop it, rod 1 is fishing. Now you can bring the boat back, but if you press that, your boat's back already. Boat again, rod 2, and we'll take rod 2 out to my second mark, which is just past mark 1. Top right of the screen is your GPS. If you hover over any of them, you can. These buttons on the middle left, the plus and minus, they're where you add or take away marks. So you can save spots, which I think is brilliant. This is the top of a plateau where the weed just ends. There we go. Drop. Press that, bring your boat back. Now I normally keep the top right button pressed because then your rod's there to pick up, and it is now just a waiting game. So it'd be nice if we caught something straight away, but we probably won't. So the game is that you can go around all different lakes, catch all different species. I tend to just go for carp. I've been trying to catch perch, I haven't succeeded yet. I've had pike, I've had roach, I've had tench. You can fish in, what do they call it? It's not Gigantica, Giantica or something. I fished on there and I think it was something like a 79, 80 pound carp, and that was the one that took me an hour to land. So it's not like you hook it, press reel, drags it in, net it. You do actually have to play the fish. I mean, I've never lost a fish yet, but you know, I'm pretty good when I catch a fish. Just that I don't catch them very often. So you can look around, you can go for a run, and if you get a bite, you've then got to run back. So the 3 little dots along the bottom, that's what would be your receiver. Oh, and there we go, strike, fish hooked. So again, use your thumb on the right hand side to point the rod. You can reel. I never tend to alter the clutch, but you can do apparently. Come straight in. Let's run close. Now the good thing about this is you don't get snagged on your other lines, and you can run past trees and stuff like that. So otherwise you'd be getting snagged all the time because these fish go all over the place, and you're not using backleads or anything like that. So it feels like a good fish. I think it's a good fish because when you press reel, it's not reeling, so it must be on the limit of the clutch, maybe, I think. I have at one point on a different lake had to run to follow the fish because I couldn't bring it back in. You can see it on the top there. It's going to be ironic if it's Clarissa again. Coming in now. Coming in, straight into the net. That's what we like. And that's that fish. So again, you can alter your face. Some of the smiles are a bit, there you go. That's a nice smile. Let's turn on the light. It's a £10 for, it tells you down here that's earned me 2,020 coins. So I'll take a picture from the album. Yes, I do have an album for these fish, release fish, and then you're back to that stage where you can then put the bait boat in, put your rod back out. So that's pretty much it. So let's go back to the home screen. Pause, leave venue, yes, one fish, close, back to the start. So you got your profile here, which my experience points are 3,800. I've got 2,820 coins. Don't know what the fish medals or weight medals are, never have. You can change your display name, obviously I'm Mike's Quest for Fish, why wouldn't I be? Change your character. I've picked and designed that character. Personal best fish, that'll be interesting. There we go. So these are all the fish I've caught. So koi, I've had £28, leather carp, £93, mirror carp, 72, and then, oh, I have had a perch. Oh, there you go. Pike was £33, that held the record. And then I've had roach, rudd, tench, never caught the other. That's that. Oh, there's more fish up here. Yes, I have caught bream. Oh, catfish. You can go on one that's kind of like linear. St. Don's they call it, I think. You can fish for catfish. I had 74 from there. That's it. Now, as a game, I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Takes away the boredom sometimes. You can sit, put your rods out while you're watching telly, sat with the wife, having a chat. Battle alarm goes off, play a fish, bring it in. It's just fun for a few hours, isn't it? I have meant to take it fishing with me. And if I'm not catch anything, get on this and catch something. But yeah, there you go. I thoroughly enjoy using it. Thoroughly enjoy playing it. I would recommend it. I think it's a great game to play. But yeah, Carp Fishing Simulator. I have it on iOS. I'm pretty sure you must be able to get it on Android, but I'm not 100%. It's a free game, but obviously you can catch fish to earn points. You can buy points. Never tend to do that. Just play it until I can afford to buy something and buy it. But yeah, I love it. I love it, and I would thoroughly recommend it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video of my waffle talking about this game. I'm out weekend for a full day. I haven't decided yet where. I haven't decided where yet, even. So hopefully that video will come soon with a fish in it. But I'd like to say thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching. And wish you tight lines from you on the bank. I'll see you next time.